Okay, traders, let's make money. Let's make money. All right, because that's why we're here, right? Yeah. But before we can jump into the charts, there's something, something big, happening that could shake up our trades, right? Uh, the trade wars, are heating up. Big investors like Warren Buffett, are dumping shares, and whisperers of the market's crash, you know, are getting louder and louder. That the market and the market is becoming so volatile now, and for us traders, volatility is equals to opportunity. So let's get ready. So before I place my first trade of the day, shout out to my 60 subscribers. Anyway, this would have been a nice clean entry. This is a model on its own. We swept London's high. We had a high, low, higher high, displacement low, fair value gap formed, traded into that fair value gap, and we had a strong displacement low, targeting that short-term low, made that pullback again, and rallied lower. So we are currently trading uh, right below the new day opening gap, which could also be used to push price towards the London sell side. I think I made a video on this model. Yeah, I think I did. I'll upload it up. I think I did. Yeah, I think I did. But anyway, so right now I'll be targeting London's low as my drawn liquidity. But remember, we still have we still have that 15 minutes breakaway gap, right? We had a high, low, higher high, displacement low. We have that fair value gap that formed, which could also act as a breakaway gap so that we could trade on the upper half of this gap. But I want to see how we trade how the opening range trades, and I'll see if I can get a trading opportunity at, I think, 950 1010 macro. Let's see, maybe I can get an opportunity or the first presented fair value gap. Right now will be the first presented fair value gap after 930. So let's go. Let's dive to the 1 minute time frame. It's a great place to dive to. See that inefficiency. I could trade that because I think we could trade right inside of that, meaning the new day opening gap could act as resistance to sweep out London's low. So this is a model on its own, and I love trading this model during pre-market. During pre-markets, this model is fascinating. It's beautiful, man. It's clean. It's nice. Targeting, once I've swept London's high, I target London's low. But it has its own conditions that you have to like meet up with. So it's important. This is a nice. So the new day opening gap could act as resistance to sweep out London's low and possibly trade into that 15 minutes breakaway gap. First presented fair value gap has not been offered yet, so let's wait. I love that rejection. It's beautiful rejection. And rejected where? Consequent encroachment. And pay attention to the bodies. The wicks do the damage. So this could be a selling point now. I would expect to see bearish candles forming. Beautiful. Clean. Sell side liquidity has been swept. Nice. So the job is done here, right? Job is complete. Let's see. Let's see, Manji. Let's see. Remember, we still haven't traded that weekly CB, right? And I like the liquidity. These highs are just way too clean. I think we could sweep them on a later stage, probably after we trade into this 15 minutes inefficiency. Then we could run for those highs. But since there's been market crashes and everything, um, it's important to remain cautious. It's very important to remain cautious. So we hit that 930 open. Remember, we have news at 10, so I'm not gonna trade before the news impact. I'm taking any trades. Once price closes above the new day opening gap, then I'm targeting this short-term high and this inefficiency. I think this one is from, this is like the 5 minutes inefficiency, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, once we see that displacement and we close above the new day opening gap, I love that. I'm targeting that high. We've already done the damages here. London sell side has been swept. Displacement towards the upside. I'm targeting those relative equal highs. And most importantly, the consequent encroachment of that weekly fair value gap. So buckle up. Buckle up. So once you trade back into that daily new day opening gap, I'm going for an entry. Oof. Ridiculous, right? That's okay. Man, I would love if it just generates more liquidity, it doesn't sweep this high and makes that short-term retracement. Unfortunately, it's like he's not interested at all. They are not interested at all. Now this inefficiency here, right, is the that 5-15 minutes inversion, no, the 5 minutes inversion fair value gap. Look at that, how clean is that? Beautiful. Beautiful. But I'll prefer to enter a trade after 10 a.m. after the news. But I'm more focused to on the PM session rather the AM session. I want to see maybe if I can get a scalp or something. If I do, beautiful. The reason why I'm skeptical on entering this retracement, right? Because on the 15 minutes time frame, I mean the 5 minutes, you see this inefficiency. And remember, we have a high, low, high, higher high, lower low. So this could act as a resistance. So I'm basically just waiting for the the 10 a.m. news to take place. Then I'm gonna go for an entry. But I love the cleanness that was offered here. Oof. Nice. But for me, we still gonna trade low, right? For me, I still think that we're gonna sell, right? I'm gonna sell against this bullish run after 9:30 open, right? This is my opening range. So basically, I'm seeing if we could see a rejection after we trade inside that weekly fair value gap. Remember, this could act as an inversion fair value gap, right? However, this inefficiency is the one that is very, very important to me. This is a very important inefficiency. That's a 15-minute fair value gap. But once we break through this inefficiency, for me, once we break through it, right, I'm targeting the consequent encroachment of this week. I mean, of the weekly fair value gap. But I would like to see it acting as a resistance level, then seek those relative equal lows. Why do I say, even though we swept the low, meaning the wick, right? Let me just take you to the 15-minute time frame so that you can see what I'm talking about. Now, we swept sell side, right? Now we made that retracement back into that premium CB. Could this CB act as resistance for a possible trade into the 15 minutes inefficiency? It's possible, right? It's possible because we have a high, low, higher high, lower low, possible shift in market structure, but only if we close above it, right? If we do close above it, then this is gonna act as my support area to sweep out this swing high. But most importantly, the consequent encroachment of this week, that would be my target, right? So let's see if we trade, how we trade around this inefficiency, especially after the 10 a.m. news. Yeah, I think price is just waiting for that 10 a.m. news. I think this inefficiency is gonna play a very important role on how the news will impact price, right? For me, I feel like they're gonna play an important role. There you go. Yeah, yeah, that's what I like. I like seeing that. I wanna see that. Let's go. So this relative equal highs swept. I might have missed entries, but it's okay. I prefer to trade after the news. I don't want to like be caught offside or anything. Relative equal highs swept. Was I given an opportunity to enter? Nope. That's okay. Yeah, absolutely, man. You know, listen, discipline is the foundation of trading. I don't want to lie. You know, discipline is the foundation of trading success. No matter how good, the setup, it looks, if it doesn't fit your plan, you don't take it. You don't take it. You know, sticking to your strategy, managing your risk, and trusting your God, when backed by experience, is what separates profitable traders, from gamblers. I don't want to lie. But I still see a possible run towards the consequent encroachment. Then once we get here and at 10 a.m., then I want to see how we trade around that. But mainly I'm focusing on the PM session. I think I'll trade the PM session. I'll trade the PM session. Trust me, the market will always test your patience, but if you stay disciplined and trade only when your edge is present, the money will follow. Trust your process, not your emotions. Let's trade smart money, and secure the bag. Right now, you just remain patient.